From what I can see, this is a fairly new brand, but with this offering, if it's good, they're going to do well. Hello and welcome back to yet another video, and this one is about this, the Napcat R112, which is a wireless camera doorbell released in January 2024. Now, this is not a sponsored video in any way, shape or form, but Napcat were kind enough to send me this for free, so thank you for supporting small creators such as me. At time of scripting, this is only available on Amazon US and will set you back $99.99 US, baby. And as always, you'll find a link in the video description down below. Thanks. If you don't have a video doorbell, then why not? They're awesome, but don't take my word for it. This is why AI thinks you should have one. Smart doorbells are incredibly useful for remote access, enhanced security, two-way communication, and among other points, smart home integration. That's my robot voice. Maybe not that last point, but more on that later. Anyway, for now, let's get into the box and see what we get. In the box, we start with some gumph, also known as a user manual, a security sticker, and then we have the chime unit. Next to this, we have a box containing some power adapters and the power plug. And then next up is the main doorbell unit itself, which measures 6.7 by 6.6 by 3 inches and weighs 635 grams. Following this, we have a flat mounting and an angled mounting bracket with a spare sticky pad. Then in the other box, some fixing screws, 2 wires for connecting it to mains, some more fixing screws and a release tool, and finally a USB Type A to Type C charge cable. That's your lot. Unboxing done. Right, to kick off the specs, let's start with the dual aspects of this camera. And no, it doesn't have dual lenses, as it doesn't need them with its 165-degree field of view. But it does support dual wireless, so that's both 2.4 GHz and 5 GHz. It also has dual power options, so it can be used as a battery doorbell or connected to mains, which I thought was a great idea. And from what I currently have and what I get sent, I've yet to see a doorbell that offers both of these. Napcat are touting this as having a 5 megapixel resolution, and why suppliers still say it like this, I do not know. Most people will have no clue what 5 megapixels is. Resolution is in fact slightly better than 2K at 1944 by 2592, and it's this way round because they use a wide angle lens and then basically turned it on its side to give you that nice up and down wide view. It comes supplied with a 16GB micro SD card for storage, which you can then replace with up to a 256GB card if you so wish. It has an IP65 water resistant rating, so will survive rain and therefore great for here in the UK, or it can even survive a light shower. It has everything else you would expect from a smart doorbell, such as motion detection with the ability to set detection zone, the ability to set privacy zones, package detection, which is only in beta at the moment. It has night vision, an alarm, and two-way audio. So without further ado, here's what footage from this doorbell looks and sounds like.
Tip run Monday. Yeah.
I know how to lock it, Nanny.
Oh, no, you're not.
Finally, there's currently no smart home assistant support, but also no, that's right, no subscription fees. So, you know what time it is. It's time to get it set up and tested. The setup will ever so slightly vary depending on if you plan to use this with the battery or mains. I'm using it with the battery, so if you are too, you'll need to start by giving it a good old-fashioned charge. I'd also recommend doing this anyway if you're using the mains, just to make it easier to set up in advance of mounting. If you haven't already, grab the Napcat app, that was hard to say, from your app store of choice. Open the app and allow it the permissions it needs, and if you don't already have one, create an account and get yourself signed in. Next, click on Add Device and you'll be prompted to scan the QR code, which is not on the doorbell. I actually had to check the manual for this and found out it's on the chime. So scan it and then plug in said chime. Once it is ready, it will be found by the app, which will then need to connect to the chime's own internal wireless network. Click Next and allow it the permissions it needs in order to do this. Provide your own wireless network info where the app will then configure and connect. This took around 1 minute. Give your device a name, choose a location for your time zone, and if you're using your own SD card, you can pop it in and format it now. The micro SD card sits in the chime, which means your footage can't be stolen because this is generally outsold whilst this is generally inside. The next part of the app setup is about choosing the power option and giving you tips for mounting. I skip these because I'm a DIY pro nowadays. That's not true. As you saw, the box contained an angle mounting plate and a flat one. If you plan on using the angled plate, then you'll need the flat one to stick on top of this, because this is what the doorbell then clips into. Then it's simply a case of screwing it in and away you go. By opening the live feed and clicking the cog icon in the top right hand corner, you can access all the settings, which will allow you to do things such as personalize the notification settings, set up detection options, and enable wide dynamic range, among other things. The setup and installation, as you've just seen, is nice and simple, although it did throw me originally with needing the chime, because that's the main controlling unit for the doorbell. Once it's clipped in, you'll need to use the release tool to unlock the doorbell from the base, but I still really like the fact that they had an anti-theft feature, which will alert you and the thief to when the doorbell is moved. Video quality is perfectly fine in my humble opinion, and the wide dynamic range works well, helping you to see both in the highlights and in the shadows. You can see a live preview from the home screen, which was nice, and it also loads quite quickly, and it has a picture-in-picture layout, so at a glance you can see the visitor and or if a package has been left. When you click through into the main live view, it loads equally as fast and you get to see the full image, although there is a noticeable 2 or 3 second delay. The history playback screen is nicely laid out, and I like that I can choose between grid or timeline view, and what was also very nice is that from this screen you're able to download multiple clips without needing to open them first. The motion detection works well and notifications came through to my phone in a timely manner, and although package detection is still in beta, it worked pretty well, detecting and alerting me each time I dropped off a package without ringing the doorbell. When you do ring said doorbell, the chime sounds as you would expect, but the app on your phone will also then ring you like a telephone call, which is awesome, because one of the issues I have with my current Eufy doorbell is getting the notification, open the app, and then needing to view it. They have just simplified this entire process. So currently this is $99, which at the moment conversion rates is around 80 Great British pounds. So is it worth it? Well, it certainly isn't the cheapest on Amazon, but it's also nowhere near the most expensive. And what you need to remember is that this one comes with the chime, it comes with a micro SD card, and it has no subscription fees. None of its features are hidden behind a paywall, and it has a decent amount of them. So from my experience, yes, this is well worth the asking price if, and this may or may not be a big if for you, if you don't want to use it with your current smart home, because currently this has no smart home assistant support. I have asked Napcat if this is going to be coming anytime soon, and I will let you know what they say in the comments down below. Thank you again to Napcat for sending me this, and if you have any questions about it or anything else for that matter, then please do let me know in the comments box down below. And whilst you're down there,
hey, that's what she said,
please do consider liking the video, even if you didn't, subscribing if you aren't already, and hit the bell to get notified when I upload new videos, because it helps me get sent more free stuff like this to play with and make videos about. So yeah, thank you for watching, and goodbye, internet.
Throw this shade on me, like they all hate on me. Don't bring that rage on me. Why they throwing shade on me, like they ashamed?